Hello, welcome to our second lesson about ion chemistry. Today, we're going to talk about precipitation reactions. My name is Joseph Katenta. What is a precipitate? A precipitate is a solid that forms in solution during a chemical reaction. For example, when a drop of potassium iodide solution is added to a solution of lead nitrate, a yellow solid is formed. Please note that lead nitrate solution is a colorless solution. Potassium iodide solution is a colorless solution. But when these two solutions are mixed, a yellow solid is formed. This solid is called a precipitate, as seen in that picture. The solid formed is lead to iodide. It is a yellow solid and it is insoluble in water. Why does precipitation occur? A precipitate is formed when there is a reaction that results into formation of an insoluble solid. For example, in the scenario above, lead 2 ions will combine with iodide ions to form an insoluble solid called lead 2 iodide. That yellow solid is responsible for the yellow precipitate we see. Look at the molecular equation. The product in bold is lead 2 iodide, which is our yellow precipitate that we see in the reaction. The ionic equation for such a reaction will only be indicating the lead 2 ions combining with the iodide ions to form the yellow precipitate of lead 2 iodide. Try out your skills in writing ionic equations from molecular equations by spreading out the lead 2 ions and nitrate ions, potassium ions and iodide ions, then to form the products of potassium ions and nitrate ions, and then the solid lead 2 iodide, which you won't break into ions since it is an insoluble solid. Remember to cross out all the ions that appear on both sides of the equation. You will end up remaining with our net ionic equation as seen at the bottom of this slide. We can see another example. But here, we're going to use a solution of lead nitrate and the sodium iodide solution. So, the sodium iodide gives us the iodide ions, lead 2 nitrate solution gives us the lead 2 ions to form lead 2 iodide, again which is the yellow precipitate as seen in the picture on the left of this slide. The second example will be using silver nitrate solution, which is another colorless solution, added to dilute hydrochloric acid, also colorless. When this happens, a white precipitate will be formed. The precipitate this time will be due to the formation of silver chloride, which is insoluble. The molecular equation shows our silver chloride in bold. It is a solid because it is the one that is responsible for the formation of the precipitate. Now, if you are to write the ionic equation, you can spread out all those ionic compounds that are in aqueous solution, like silver nitrate into the silver ions and nitrate ions, hydrochloric acid into the hydrogen ions and chloride ions. For the products, we have silver chloride, which remains solid, and the hydrogen ions and nitrate ions. Crossing out the ions that appear on both sides will involve crossing the nitrate, crossing the hydrogen ions, and we remain with silver ions combining with chloride ions to form silver chloride, which is the white solid. That gives us the net ionic equation at the bottom of this slide. Example number 3 will involve the use of barium nitrate solution, colorless, and sodium sulfate solution, colorless. There will be a white precipitate when these two solutions are mixed. But the precipitate is barium sulfate because it is insoluble in water. And the color of the precipitate will depend on the color of the solid formed. Barium sulfate is a white solid. The net ionic equation is as shown at the bottom of this slide. You can try out the process by which we come up with that ionic equation. Now, try out writing ionic equations for the following precipitation reactions. Number 1, dilute sulfuric acid reacting with sodium sulfate solution. Dilute sulfuric acid reacting with barium. We're going to dilute sulfuric acid reacting with lead nitrate solution. Dilute sulfuric acid reacting with lead nitrate solution. That will be number 1, please. Number 2, magnesium chloride solution reacting with silver nitrate solution. Number 3, lead nitrate solution reacting with sodium sulfate solution. Write the ionic equation, and for any more information about this, you can visit the school website and any of those links to access more information about chemistry and any other subjects. I wish you a nice stay at home and wish you the best. Thank you very much.